What's up, everybody? One Fun Guy podcast here. I am at WindUp Chicago, guys. I am doing this yearly. I'm going to take you guys around and show you a little bit of the watches that are here. You guys know I'm a watch fan, so there are a bunch of different brands here, things that are going on. Everything that's here is generally for sale. I'm going to see if I can't turn the camera around here. Hold on one second. All right, guys, so this is a little bit better. I'll show you guys around if I do it this way. It's my second year coming to WindUp. I came last year. It was awesome. I met Greg, who was a guest on my podcast. He is on Instagram under Greg Watchman. So if you guys follow him, they have some really nice brands this year. Tudor is here. The Tudor brand is here. Islander is here. I may have gotten a little something, but I'll show you guys that later. Longines is here. Just a lot of great brands that are around for doing this. I'll try to take you guys as much as I can. It is super busy. It is super hot. There are a lot of stuff going on. I do plan on coming back tomorrow, which the second day is generally a little bit easier. This is Oris right here. They are a great Swiss watch brand company. I have Oak and Oscar is a local brand of Chicago. They're really awesome. They got a lot of cool stuff. I'll try to get to the front to show you guys if anything is here. Generally, I try to come on the last day to get the better deals, but there was one today I couldn't pass up, so I ended up doing it. But anyways, guys, I'm here. I didn't share this out. If you guys want to share it out and like it, I am here generally today and tomorrow. I've been here for about an hour now. I decided to go live just to kind of show you guys around as I looped through everything already. There are a lot of good deals here. So if you guys are in the Chicagoland area, it's WindUp Chicago. If you guys want to come today, they are here until 6. If you come tomorrow, they're here until 5. So it's just a really good watch event. A lot of good people here, guys. A local show. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, this is where you would want to be. I'm going to see if I can't track down anybody else. I know Greg is here. Formex is here. They're a really good brand. Hamilton is here, guys. If you know, I have my Hamilton khaki. I love it. It's one of my favorite watches. I will wear that tomorrow, actually. I'll wear the Hamilton khaki tomorrow. I'm going to get a couple watches size. Resco is here, guys. Resco is really up and coming in the watch world. If you guys know, right, you have all the name brands, right? You have your Rolexes, your Pateks, but those are watches that are pretty unattainable from a normal person standpoint, right? Not many people can go in and buy a watch for $25,000 or $30,000. But there is a lot of quality. Oh, they're making an announcement.
In 5 minutes, our first panel of the day will be kicking off in the panel room just beyond the Oak Street Bootmakers booth. We have maintaining relevancy in the obsolete industry with crowd favorites.
If I had a few $1,000s to my name that I could spend on a watch, Mule is one of the brands I would buy. They are a sister company to Glass Shoot, who's a German watch brand, and they make some of the awesomest watches in the world. Glass Shoot is awesome. If I had the money, that would be the watch I would buy right there. If you guys can see it. I'm going to try to flip the camera around and show you guys.
This is additional small discount and you get
this guy right here.
Super. Thank you.
I'm going to try to flip the camera around and show you
This
guys.
is additional small discount and you get
this guy right here.
Super. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, if money was not an option, that would be the watch that I would purchase today. It's about $3,700. So give or take, that would be up there. A Tudor Pelagos or a Tudor Black Bay would be up there as well. I love the Black Bay. I love the Pelagos. They are fantastic watches as well. How you doing? Good. Fantastic.
You're more than welcome to try any of the watches and see.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So guys, I'm just kind of looking around. I chat with people. I talk to people. I do all the presses. I try to get into anybody that's got anything going on. I try watches on. I'm wearing my Spinnaker today. I bought this last year at the show. It's just kind of one of those things where I treat myself. It's not a very high-end or expensive watch. It's just fun. Spinnaker's a good brand. Islander is a good brand. That's kind of what I gravitate to, guys. Obviously, I can't afford $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 for watches. One day, I hope to be able to. I would love to, but for right now, I can't. So I try to find stuff that's affordable, but still of good quality. There's nothing wrong with any of the watches that are here. They're all very well made. They're very well maintained. They all have, the good movements, but you're not paying the Rolex and the Omega prices. They do have those here. There's a few Rolexes floating around. There are a few Omegas, but, here, for example, is an entry price point on a watch, right? So those watches are $400, $500. That's obtainable for most people, right? Some people will still go with the $30 Casio. Nothing wrong with that. But just being in the watch world and looking around, these are really good quality watches. Some brands are from Britain. Some brands are from Ireland. Some brands are Swiss made. Some brands are made here in the United States. So it just kind of depends on what you see and what you're looking at and what your price point is. If your price point is a few $1,000s, you have a lot of options here. If your price point is a few $100s, you're more limited, but you can find bargains. There are deals, there are things you can buy, and things that you can find. So you just kind of have to look around. This is Ball. Ball is an old school railroad watch. They've been associated with the railroad business for many, many of years. So like I said, what you see is, what you get. There's a lot of cool stuff floating around here. There's a lot of people that are doing a lot of different things. So if you are in the Chicagoland area and you feel like hitting a WindUp, hit me up. We can go tomorrow. I'm going to be back here tomorrow at noon. I'm not going to stay until 5, but I'm just going to kind of take a lap around, take what I can get as far as stuff like that. They do offer a lot of freebies here, a lot of watch cases. Sometimes you can get a hat. Sometimes they'll give you a bunch of stuff. If you make a purchase, they'll throw in more incentives for you. So it's just a really cool way to spend an afternoon if you like watches. There are a lot of great brands here, a lot of recognizable brands. Bulova, Citizen, like I said, Tudor, Oris, Glashute. There are a lot of brands here that are kind of off-name, where they're more micro brands, but still quality nonetheless. So if you guys are here and you're around the Chicagoland area, please feel free to stop by or shoot me a message. We can meet up here tomorrow. I'll be around the area. So there's a lot of good stuff going on here, guys. This is the Citizen booth here. So as you can see, guys, a lot of good watches here. A lot of quality watches. I've made a lap now a couple of times. Like I said, I've been here for a few hours. I'm going to be here for about 30 more minutes. I just wanted to come live real quick just to say hi to you guys, show you what I was doing for the day here at WindUp Chicago. I went last year. I plan on going again next year and the year after. It's just a really, really good watch show, and every year it grows a little bit. It gets a little bit bigger. There's a lot more intuitive brands here, so there's a lot of people that are, here representing the companies they work for, the companies that they manufacture with, the companies that put watches together, that distribute watches. So it's just a fun time. It's just a really cool show. Maybe tomorrow I'll actually bring the gimbal with me, and I'll stabilize this so you're not kind of getting close-ups on my beard and my face and my eyeballs when I hold the camera up. So maybe tomorrow I will be a little bit more better prepared when I come, and I'll show you guys around again. I'll bring you back through the loop. I'll show you exactly what's going on and what we have happening here. Astor & Banks, they are a local company as well. So there's just a lot of fun people here, a lot of good people. Like I said, in the watch business, in the watch world, this is what a show looks like when you go and you get to try stuff on, and you get to talk to the brands, and you get to talk to the owners, and you get to talk to the distributors, and you get the hands-on feel of watches, try them on, see the movements, hear about how they operate, how much time goes into them, how much effort goes into making a watch, and how they produce it from start to finish. It's really cool. They have a lot of good stuff here. Like I said, a lot of brands and a lot of different people. A lot of people will meet here and just kind of talk and shoot around. Like I said, you can make a few laps. It's not very big, but there is a lot to see here, guys. There's a lot to take in, a lot to look at. So with that being said, I'll take a few more laps with you guys here with me. If you like the show, please feel free to share it. Like I said, I am here at WindUp Chicago. It's a really, really cool watch event that's going on here. They got a lot of really nice people here, a lot of good brands and a lot of good value here. So if you guys are watch fans, this is definitely one you guys would want to see. So if you guys are doing that and you're local, like I said, feel free to come by. I'll be back on tomorrow when I'm live with this show. I'll actually put it out, make a few shorts and clips tonight. I do actually have to go to work after this, so I can't spend the rest of the night here. So I will be going to work after this. But like I said, I will be back tomorrow. I'll make a few shorts and videos just so you guys know what's around. You guys can see what's here. And then we'll go from there. So I think I'm just going to hop off. I wanted to make this really quick. Thank you for everybody who's been on. Sorry I didn't get to shout you guys out as you come on. I know Miss Akiros was on, Snuggle Bunny was on, I saw Miss Kentucky on, I saw Ellie on. Sorry I just didn't have time to say hi. I was just trying to show you guys around and what's going on here. I'll kind of show you the walk around of everything that's going on. So this is kind of it. This is how it operates. Like I said, it's a very fun show. It's a very cool show. So with that being said, guys, when you look around, just if you're not into watches, maybe it's a time to start getting into them. It's a cool hobby. It can get expensive, but it is fun. There are a lot of good people in this group. So if you're a watch fan, hit me up. If you like watches, shoot me a message. I've had watch people on my podcast before, so if there's any interest of anybody that you think would make a good guest on my podcast, or if you yourself want to be a guest on my podcast, feel free, hit me up, shoot me a message, we'll make it happen. So with that being said, guys, I just want to say thank you all for being a part of the One Fun Guy podcast here at WindUp Chicago 2025, and I will talk to you guys later.